Hello everyone, Ted the old Star Wars nerd here, and today I'm going to read another comic book. Going to finish up the Force Storm series. This is book number 5 of 5 in the Dawn of the Jedi Force Storm. So here we go, let's get started. Published by Dark Horse Comics. A new dark age begins. Alright, so we got Zesh here with his Force Saber posing in front of the Sarl from the last comic. A big sandworm looking like thing. Alright, Dawn of the Jedi, Force Storm, Part 5 of 5. On the Jedi homeworld of Tython, a massive force storm has formed over the dangerous abyss of Ra, threatening the entire planet. As members of the Jedi Order gather in the 9 temples in the hope of somehow quelling the growing storm, 3 young Jedi journeyers, Shay Koda, Tasha Rowe, and Seknos Wrath are at the eye of the storm, battling Zesh, the sole survivor of the crash of an otherworldly vessel. But the storm has roused the beasts of the abyss, and the safety of all now depends on the timely intervention of 3 Jedi Rangers, who are following the trail of destruction left by the battle. Okay, so this one, like all the other ones before it, is at 36,453 years before the Battle of Yavin. Story is by John Ostrander and Jan Duursema. Script is by John Ostrander. Pencils, Jan Duursema. Inks, Dan Parsons. Colors, Wes Dzioba. Lettering, Michael Heisler. Cover art, Jan Duursema, with colors by Wes Dzioba. And it was published by Dark Horse Comics in June of 2012, 2 years before it was sold to Disney. 2 years. I wonder what George knew at that time, if he knew he was going to sell it. Anyway, so, okay, here we are. The Rift. The force storm deepens and intensifies, booming along Stone Canyon walls. Inimical to man and beast. Up, you beast, up! Ragoon! Looks like the flying Rancor got hit by lightning, goes crashing down. Wham! Master! Quan Jang, do you live? I do, but Butch's wings are shredded, and she is exhausted. I can ask no more of her. Live or die, she remains here. Our beast is spent as well. Then we must challenge the abyss of Ra on foot. Our path lies ahead, in the teeth of the storm. As do our 3 journeyers and their quarry. This isn't working. Has the Sarl eaten us yet? Then keep throwing and go for higher ground. If you didn't make me give our only weapon back to that greasy pile of Rancor droppings who deserted us, I'd be carving Sarl steaks right now. He'd better hope I don't catch up to him. Hidden above, the Forcehound Zesh watches, unconcerned. All 3 cannot survive this. He wonders who will be the first sacrifice. Call the weakest warrior, of course, the Twi'lek girl. They call her Tasha. It's what he would do. She will serve as distraction. The other two will run, leaving her for the creature, an insignificant loss. Back! Stand away from her! Wham! Huh. This makes no sense. Perhaps the Sith male is no more than thick-headed brawn, easy prey. But Dathomiri are cunning. The red-headed female will see her opportunity and take it. It's what he would do. She will run. No! The Forcehound senses the female's fear, her blood up, her breath rasping in her lungs, force senses on edge, suspended on that thin wire between death and life. Intoxicating. The Forcehound is confused. The female's fear is suddenly gone. She is not running. She will die protecting the fallen ones, the weak ones. Never in all his journeys, in all his battles, has he seen this, felt this. Vn, death and blood! Shrack! He stabs it and slides down like a pirate does in those old pirate movies. They act together, no words passing as one in the force. Shay, Coda, above, we are rescued. Master Quan Jang, the storm's vortex forms above us. It focuses on the warrior with the blade of light. Quell him while I focus on the storm. Snout or belly? Snout. Shay, get behind my blade. Quan Jang studies the fury of the force storm, howling above him. He briefly wonders if the message he sent to Ekar Kesh reached its destination. Alone against the storm's wrath, he meditates, delving deep into the force, by which a Jedi is bound to all living things, dark and light. The force by which all Jedi are bound together. Shay, no, get clear. Hey, monster, come get me. Beast, look me in the eye. See your death. He stabs it in the eyeball. Stabby stab. Ooh, didn't like it. Yeah! Energy spiraling up from the sorrel. Yes, into the storm. It's like a big lightning storm coming from it. Kragoom! Name's Zesh. He's the lone survivor from the crashed ship. He's also the nexus of the storm. If we can take him down, we may be able to calm it. Zesh, surrender and we will not harm you. The Force Hound feels their power. Honed in on him, these are not allies after all. They are the enemy. In the teeth of the raging storm, Master Quan Jang centers himself. He feels Tython out of balance, skewed to the dark side. The planet itself reacts, the seas churning, the land writhing, the winds tearing at the land. The Force is at war with the planet. Then, through the pitch-black darkness, he senses points of light. The other temple masters in meditation. His message was received. They are as one in a conference of power. The masters know all too well the cost of war. This war could cost them their homeworld. Within the storm, Quan Jang senses the darkness. He feels the anger and fear of the Force-sensitive sentience on the ship all dying at once. Coalesced energy becoming a dark and hungry beast. The storm feeds off Zesh, and he off it, a terrible synergy. I will not surrender. Death to you all. Can you see Zesh? I sense him in the darkness, but there is no getting near him. The winds are too strong. It's as if the storm senses Quan Jang and knows his intent. Like the Force Hound, it will not surrender. Quan Jang will not relent. One or the other, perhaps both, will end here as the Force wills. He is ready. One with the other temple masters in meditation, Quan Jang knows peace and focus. He is the conduit of their will. When the balance is skewed, when the darkness overwhelms the light, there is nothing left but to banish the darkness, to allow the light back in. Master Quan Jang, no! Shrak! You! And she picks up the Force Saber. Voon. My master may be dead because of you. You deserve death. I expect it. I sought a good death in battle, but this is my fate. So be it. When your people eat my body, you should have the honor portion. My heart, you were very brave. Stranger, that is not our way. You are very odd beings. Clunk. He passes out. Though I'm just looking at that creature there. That looks like a creature from the Knights of the Old Republic game that was in the underwater place. Selkath? No, that's I don't know where I heard that. I forget what they are. But yeah, maybe not. So anyway. Have you come to claim my heart? Ah, you are awake. All of these old scars. You have led a brutal life. More than the abyss did this to you. Poor child. I will not harm you. You're in Maharakesh, the Temple of Healing. My name is Kala, a healer. What is a healer? Will you kill me now? No, child. Oh. 10 days later at Maharakesh. Glad to see you on your feet again, Seknos. Ah, you know me, master. Not a rift worm born that can keep me down for long. Tasha! Shay, I hear you ignited the Force Hound's weapon. Hawk says no other Jedi has been able to accomplish this. How? I don't know how I did it, master. I was angry, unbalanced. I thought Zesh had killed you. You must keep your anger in check, Shay, or you will end up on Bogan. You will wind up on Bogan. Yes, master. Mother, how is the stranger, Zesh? Masters Kala and Naro say his body heals, Tasha, but he suffered a severe concussion and his memory is clouded. He's refused all the healer's efforts to help him remember more, and they will not force him. Perhaps I can help him. Why would you think this Zesh would allow you to help him, Tasha? I don't really understand it, but I share a bond with Zesh. Seknos and Shay feel this empathetic bond as well, and a shared vision drew us all to the crash site. Very well, daughter. If the masters agree, you may try. Aren't you afraid to be in my cage with me? Do you sense fear in me? No. You told Shay Koda that you were willing to let her eat your heart. Would you be willing to allow me into your mind instead? Why ask permission? I am defeated, a prisoner, yours to do with as you will. It is not my will that you should come to harm. Don't you want to remember who you are? Yes, I want that. Then open your mind to me. By the moons, I see a dark world with huge ships like the one that crashed here, all imbued with darkness. They have created armies, taken worlds, slaughtered and enslaved their inhabitants. Well, speaking of the Knights of the Old Republic, that looks like the Starforge. To me. Maybe. I thought the Starforge was 3-sided. That looks like only 2, but could be 3. I don't know. Anyway, kind of looks like Starforge. A child with the same tattoos as you. You as a child, Zesh. You as a child, Zesh? Yes. I sense nothing in you. No empathy. No love. No compassion. No light. Only darkness. Only shadow. What did those monsters do to you? I am as I was made. Born to be a Force Hound. Fated to serve my masters. I'm not buying it. You feel nothing? Then why come back and save us from the sorrow? What I felt, what I saw, is difficult for me to explain. I could not let your light be extinguished. I could not bear that. This stranger, this Force Hound, Zesh, is very much out of balance. His arrival brought that imbalance to our world. Before my journey here, I conferred with the other masters. We are in agreement as to what needs to be done. Nothing I have seen here changes that decision. Zesh must be sent to Bogan. Master Kedu, no. Those who have been sent to Bogan, like Dagon Locke, chose the dark. What good will it do to Zesh to meditate on Ashla when he doesn't know what the light is? Bogan is just another prison for him. Please, masters, the Force led us to Zesh as surely as the Thoyor called our ancestors to Tython. The will of the Force brought Zesh to us. Can't he be given the chance to walk the path of the Jedi? Your empathy and compassion do you credit, journeyers. But it is clear that Zesh is dangerous to Tython. Whatever his potential, he is unbalanced in the Force and can wield devastating dark power. He will be sent to Bogan. In time, he may discover the light side of the Force and learn balance. May the Force be with you, Zesh. May you find the balance. This is for your own good. My advice? Spend your time on Bogan meditating on the light side. That is the way to freedom. The Force you Jedi understand is different than the one I know. The path of the Shadow Warrior. That same shadowed path lies before me now. It leads to Bogan. Perhaps in time I will understand the Force as you do. I know I will not stay on Bogan forever. Ooh, that's Dagan Locke. Not sure who he is besides some guy that's been banished to Bogan. Finally, it has begun. The end of Book 1. So, very cool. End of Book 1. So there's the first 5 comics in the Dawn of the Jedi. So that... I like that. I like that a lot so far. It's really explaining... Well, it didn't really explain where the Force came from, huh? Just kind of these Thoyors showed up, and there you go. So, where did the Thoyor come from? We're going to have comics explaining that? All right. Anyway, so this right here says, and scene. So that's a wrap on Book 1 of Dawn of the Jedi. Obviously, there's a lot more to come, and more of Tython and the Tython system to explore. I can already tell you that the next arc will take you to 3 other worlds you haven't yet seen. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. So, there's a couple of letters to the editor, as you can see. I'm not going to read through those, but hey, that was really, really cool. I really enjoyed that. I think that was really well written. Let me go back through this. There we go, back to the beginning. Okay, so yeah, very cool. I like that arc. So I'm really looking forward to the next ones. Can't remember what it's called. I'll put it up above me here, and it'll tell us what the next one is, so we can get to work on that one hopefully soon. I hope to have my Deceived video out by the end of the weekend, and then also just working on my room this weekend, redoing my studio here, the room I work in. Gonna try to spin my desk around, put some new carpet down, get it fixed up, maybe do a little bit better, make it so the videos look a little better, maybe get me a new mic instead of using this now and trying this. This sounds a little bit better than using a webcam mic. So anyway, I'm Ted. Thanks for tuning in to Legends. Please check out my other videos where I do book reviews. And there's a couple other videos where I talk about my memories of Star Wars when I was a kid. Thanks again for tuning in. Please leave a comment below. Click the like button. Click the subscribe button. All that fun stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody, y'all take care.